We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now this defense for the Lions much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Going up top. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Detroit. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Peterson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, Peterson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This is 3rd and goal. Now, this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll drop to throw.
Throw that side, complete to Tony.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Second and 9. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there. The Giants on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. Here's 2nd and 9. Carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. On 3rd down, Elliott. Sheds off the tackle, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 90 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. He's going to try and go deep again. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Peterson running left. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers...
Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 yards there on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there for Detroit.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw again. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 39. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
On 1st down, Elliott escapes the defender, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Tony. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Giants on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He's got Fuller. Touchdown! Will Fuller 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Gano for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This deep. Defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw now on first down.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
back to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
He'll drop to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
2nd and 11. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Will Fuller, 66 yards. And the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, Peterson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me. That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And just shutting him off there. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. One last shot at the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
One last shot at the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter.